the last 5 seasons for Atletico Madrid. Now we're getting an eye on Frank Lampard. Look, this is a guy that the likes of Mason Mount and Tammy Abraham have looked at.
At the start of pre-season, man. And Lampard is able as a player. It's already Barcelona getting into their pre-season. It's going to be taken by the young winger Alex Collado. Flipped on by Griezmann. It's a free chance as well. Oriol Busquets, no relation to Sergio Busquets. With the header and a chance.
And a 5-year contract as well.
It's a lovely ball drifted in. Far post challenge. Cesar Azpilicueta getting forward to the end of that lovely cross from Mateo Kovacic. Last year, Chelsea firing back. And here, he was getting the opening goal. Delivery was behind Abraham's run in the end. Took a bit of defensive work from Samuel Umtiti. Came in 2012. Seeing participation last year. Chelsea firing back. And here, he was getting the opening.
He had a really sparkling season for Derby County last season under Lampard.
Getting the chance with a 5-year contract in his back pocket to learn from his idol.
There's nobody better to learn from than Frank Lampard.
Griezmann's just been a little quiet in the last 5 minutes. Not starting tonight, but I'm sure we'll see him for a few minutes. A very tidy player, looking to make further strides. Jordi Alba just trying the low delivery. Dembele offsets Pedro.
Gifted possession back to Barcelona a couple of times now. You don't see the...
It's the new star signing.
Yeah, certainly a test of his pace.
Nicely done. Chance here for Dembele. PM Eastern, we've got Chivas facing Atletico Madrid on ESPN, and over on ESPN it's a bit more favourable a pass. Abraham.
Path of Pedro, decent strike with the right foot. Not sure Tammy Abraham.
Iniesta and David Villa. Sergi Samper as well. Here's Griezmann. It's nice again by Frenchman in Griezmann. Out now for Alba. Feels PK. Interestingly, never the Europa League, which he's now won. Some nice moments as well. Sergio Roberto. Here's Pulisic. Chance for him. Straight at Ter Stegen.
The standard of Chelsea's play. It's a great move. Pulisic cuts inside. Decent strike.
Chelsea here. Griezmann. Well, it appears that they're all a bit... Tammy Abraham has had a full summer of football. Mount who's taken it down very nicely on the chest. He's ridden the challenge as well, which came in from Umtiti.
Here, but gets the ball down onto the left foot and strikes goalward. Just had a Vitesse when he was playing in the Netherlands.
Against Athletic Bilbao. It's a fixture in which they
expecting many minutes in the EPL this season.
This is nicely linked. It's Pulisic.
As Azpilicueta really would expect to hit the target from there, Christian Pulisic.
His favoured formation here. You see, they started with this 4-2-3-1.
Kanté suffered a knee injury that sent him home.
Griezmann decides to tee up Dembele. Good challenge arrived from Pedro. Collado. It's such success with Antonio Conte. Pulisic certainly took a bump in the back from Sergio Roberto. Oh, that's an uncharacteristic error which has led to the opening goal for Tammy Abraham and Chelsea. Sergi Busquets caught cold. And Chelsea's new number 9 manages to run in the opening goal of the encounter. He now has a goal against Barcelona to his CV.
Running.
And there goes Pulisic. He's in on goal again.
Has to do in the Copa del Rey.
gloss before the half-time whistle. Mount's delivery.
But when you listen to De Jong, you certainly see...
There's Griezmann, lovely, with Alba looking to instigate himself here.
Change here. As Griezmann gets the ball back, never going to trouble Kepa.
And the flag does go up against Abraham.
The feet offside. I think that's the correct decision from the assistant referee on the far side.
Sergi Busquets' error. It's the Londoners who lead at the break. Barcelona will be defending a one-goal advantage in the second half of this international. Just a reminder, first pre-season friendly. First shot.
Yeah, it's absolutely no surprise, Ross, that they've made.
And I'm sure absolutely anxious to see how De Jong fits into the Barca system. Correct, we've had a nice message on Twitter from Lefty Landers talking about Ajax to the semi-finals. The Champions League got shot away.
Takes a little deflection on the way through.
There's Abraham. We'll go at Longley. It's Frankie De Jong. Seems to be happy. Teres. Oh, he's been allowed to travel a long way, but he did.
Outside of his left. Here we see it at the death. Didn't get enough.
Nice touch from Rafinha. As deft as it was delightful.
The post area has to be fizzed across Kepa's goal. What's the goal?
They'd love one against Premier League opponents tonight. Yes. There's a turnover for Pedro. And at 9 PM, got Chivas facing Atletico Madrid, also on ESPN. Winning that ball back. Alenya might fall for Rafinha.
Great first touch from Alenya, gets the ball out of his feet with a second. Good strike.
Well, they've got to be careful at the back there. Helped out by the linesman, but Pulisic was very... Minutes he got against Kawasaki. Should be... Here's Perez. Oh, first-time effort.
It's interesting to see as well that Kennedy, number 6.
There's Kennedy.
That really is very good. Won't want to liberally apply too much youth.
Pedro's ball, which was against Athletic Bilbao. I mentioned that they drew 0-0 with them at San Mamés last year. Not the... Looking for the World Cup with England's under-20s a couple of years ago. And Chelsea this time to find Alonso. Delivered the ball he could. Jean player Todibo looking for an outlet. Aiming at another, looking for a fresh start and a new management. Fourth officials being very polite about timing the calling off of these. Yes.
Before that titanic clash away at Manchester United.
Oh,
Times to run perfectly. It's well picked out by Ross for Chelsea last season. 3 goals, 27 appearances overall.
And, a great one. Interesting that Ross Barkley was pointing to the extra.
Oh, to transition from the Bundesliga into the EPL as well.
Left Barkley adjusting, but not being, they thought, and come back from AC Milan. Zappacosta.
As it's rolling into you.
Rafinha trying to get that back to Rakitic, who pin time finding Alonso coming forward. Barkley. Oh, it's brilliantly taken. Ross Barkley. Neto wasn't expecting it. And Barkley adds Chelsea's second. A bit of improvisation with his left foot. Turning into a very good night's work for Frank Lampard and his new Chelsea team.
It's a lovely little flick round the corner and
Sheet intact. We hit 90 minutes. not going to have a worry. South American contingent, which numbers a great many players involved in the... They'll be relishing a few extra days' rest. There's Rakitic. Oh, there's no clean sheet for Chelsea and Kepa, as Rakitic's quality shines through in injury time. For the Barcelona fans in Japan, that's what they've been waiting to see. Rakitic doesn't disappoint. Fine strike.
Yeah, there may not have been a